Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we have a lot of really fun bookish stuff. As you can see, this is all from Love Posh. It does release today, so you can go grab it now or in the next few hours. I'll post all the details down below of the timing for all of that. As always, you can use code AMYPLANSTHINGS to save 10% on everything at Love Posh, unless it's a box, a bundle, etc., things like that. Okay, but we're going to take a look at these, and then we're going to do a patron journal spread for my patron Sharon. She loves bookish things, so I thought this was the perfect release to make a bookish spread for her in her chosen notebook. All right, so we're going to take a look at everything and then go ahead and get started on that. So we're just going to work our way over and look through all the things. Okay, so this is a cover because it has a whole bookish reading journal if you want to use a disc-bound notebook for that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So just make some space. All right. So many books, so little time. Then this, oh, it's double-sided. Like you have this one, or you can do this one. Look at that. Reading is my love, truly, truly, deeply devoted. That is so cool. I love this cover. Okay, then there are dividers. So this is really making your own full journal or whatever you want to do with it. They have different tab items here. Before we look at those, to be read, reading log, trackers, challenges, library, book club, book reviews, ARC tracker. I have my second ARC, that's advanced reader copy, that I'm reading like this next week or so. So that is really fun. Maybe I could do something with an ARC tracking in here if I'm getting more ARCs. Cool. Okay. So then here are the dividers. It doesn't look like it comes with discs. So you can always get discs separately, or maybe it does and I just didn't get them. But take a look at the site, find out. But if you're anything like me, I have 2 whole jars of old discs, so I can certainly find something as I put the notebook together. One more chapter. This is, oh, look at this shelf. That is so cute. Get lost, read a book. That is so much fun. Okay, so that is like the notebook stuff. And I think you can get all these separately so that you can pick and choose what's useful to you. We have the classic filler paper Bookish. How many pages is it? A complete book lover paper pack featuring reading logs, TBR lists, book reviews, book club inserts, reading challenges, monthly recaps, and more. So just as a heads up, if you're new to the channel, I actually do my reading journal in here so that it's like nice and tiny. So I won't be using this specifically, though I may cut and take certain things from it to fit in there if I love something. But if you, that one, the little one I'm using, I hand drew a ton of stuff, customized it, really went to town with it. So this is set up for you. It is all ready to go. You don't have to draw anything. You don't have to set things up. You're good. All right, so let's take a look through it and see what's in here. Okay, reader profile, my reading goals, my rating system, so you can say kind of how you rate things. If you don't read books with spice at all and that's not useful to you, you can always cover things over and make it your own. But I like to, when I'm doing star ratings, when I'm thinking about it, I think 3 of like as a good book. Wouldn't necessarily read it again, but I enjoyed it. 5 stars, like I cannot put the book down. I am foregoing cleaning and other responsibilities in order to keep reading. 1 is I didn't like it, and I would not recommend it to anyone. So I never rate things 1 star, really. I honestly will put the book down and stop reading it if it's a 1-star book for me. So then I don't end up rating it because I didn't finish it. Anyways, my favorites, genres, tropes, and authors. I do like this reader profile. That is pretty fun. Okay, here's a big to-be-read list with 50 books on it. Title and author. Even more, so up to 100. Then we have 100 books read. Oh, this is really nice. This is all done for you. I have a little spot that I'm tracking in mine. My goal for the year is 75, so I've got this with little boxes, but I love the little books. That is so cute. Okay, that's really cute. Okay, year in pixels. So you can track if you read every day, and you could even track like how much you read or what genre you're reading or whatever you want here. You can color code it and then, you know, start filling it out. And you don't have to start in January. You could start when you get it, say in March or in the beginning of April or something like that. These are really cute bookshelves. Okay, library of, so this is where you could track your library or your books read, or you can white that out and make it your own thing. Again, customize pages. You don't have to use things exactly as they are, though it is nice to have this all ready to go so that you have somewhere to start. Okay, reading log. So this is books you've finished, title, date read, and then your 2 ratings, stars and spice. We've got all the way up to 100 again. And then this is the 5-star gallery. It is where you can print the reading covers. I do have a short little tutorial on that. It's somewhere on this page, but I also pinned it to my Facebook profile on Amy Plans Things. It's like a 2-minute tutorial to show you how to pull in and do book covers in Canva. Canva you can get a free account for and do this so that you can print your book covers all at the same size. It's an easy way to get them all at the same size. But these book covers are 1.5 inches by 1 inch. So if you're wanting to print your own and fit them into this, 1.5 inches long by 1 inch wide is what you're going to want to set your book covers to. Okay, then we have a blank page and book of the month. That's fabulous. And the great thing about disc bound versus like the bound reading journals that you can buy is you can pick and choose the pages. Only pull in the things that you want to use. That's great. Okay, a monthly recap. I do like this. I don't use like daily reading journal stuff because it's too much, but a monthly recap is pretty cool. So books read, monthly habits if you're trying to track like 30 minutes of reading a day or something like that, your top 3 for the month, your favorite quotes. And then if you're somehow tracking all of this, number of books read, number of pages read, average book rating, and so on. Okay, so we have a bunch of monthly recaps through here. All right, book club. So if you're in a book club, you can keep track of your titles. And then here is book club where you can take notes during your book club sessions. Okay. Then Bookish bingo. This is so cute. You guys know I love my self-care bingo. So the Bookish bingo looks pretty fun. You can make it your own. You can do like purple cover or one that has a city in the title or, you know, whatever you want. You can find them online like Pinterest or just Googling it. There are a lot of different bingo options. This is pretty fun. How many bingo boards do we have? We have 4 bingo boards. Pages challenge. This is trying to read 4,000 pages in this time frame. But again, if you want to make it more or less, you can always white it out and white out all of these to make it 25 pages or 100 pages or whatever you want. All right, then a 40-day challenge, a 20-day challenge, and you write the details down and then mark it off when you complete it. So that could be daily reading. That could be whatever you want. Okay, then here is another sheet for those challenges. A to Z challenge. I'm doing that too. I have mine right here. And I have it all decorated in a Dutch door, of course. So we've got 2 of those. And then on the back is a genre challenge. Oh, I should do that because I read a lot of this one. And a lot of this one. But I don't read a cozy or thriller or rom-com or crime or historical or contemporary or even romance. I've read like 1 paranormal book ever. So I could branch out. All right, so we've got another page for that. Then we've got book reviews. And there are probably a lot of these. They're half pages with all the things that you'd expect in a book review. And yeah, the rest of it is just book review pages. So that is a pretty comprehensive thing without having daily reading like planner pages, which that's great. I cannot use daily planner pages for my reading because it's just too much tracking. That seems a lot simpler and easier for all of that. So speaking of book reviews, let's look at this because this is cute, the little library cards. And I love it. Okay, so there are oh my gosh, there are different things. Okay, guys, what is this? Okay, so we've got book review, and it's the same as like what was on here with all those things, rating, all that. And how many of those do we have before it changes? Okay, we've got that many book review pages. Then these are for book notes, this many, and they're really, really thick. This is much thicker than 160 GSM paper. It's almost double thickness to that, it feels like. It is so thick. Okay, book notes, date, title, author, genre, tropes, and then just space to write. We've got some library cards that you can stick into your books if you are gonna have someone borrow them. And then to be read. So this, if I finish up, okay, wait, does this, oh, it fits in the pocket size. So if like I finish all of this and I'm way ahead, I could stick this in as just a little list instead of doing it the way that I have to like add it to my journal, do a little tip in or something. So cool. All right. So we've got some of those, then a reading list for the ratings afterwards. So I could also add that in if I need to. Then more book reviews, but with script here. And then to book notes again with it flipped, with the font flipped, with the script here and the not script there. Got a few. Okay. Library card again, to be read. Yeah, so it's all the same stuff, just different setup in terms of the font choices. Yeah, I love these. And I love that they fit in my pocket-sized notebook. Okay. We're just making our way this way now. Gonna look at stickers last, of course. Okay, these are cute. Okay, so these are stickers. A member of the Romance Book Club, Paranormal, Smut, Horror. So it's all the different options that they had on that little challenge page with little tickets saying lifetime membership. This is so cute. Okay. Each one has different little icons in here to go with the thing. Look at the dragons for the fantasy one. That is cute. Okay, so they have those in sticker form. And then this is in thick cardstock form with a color on the back. So it's all the same things again, just with stuff on the back. Very cool. Okay. Now we have some bookmarks. Horror checklist. And then here's one on the back. Oh, and then it has different things. Ritual gone wrong, haunted house, creepy kid or figure, cursed object. Okay, so we've got 2 of those. 2 for fantasy. Found family, enemies to allies, dragon rider bond, secret royal heir. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. So you can make your own, or you can use what's on the back. Okay, so for romance, this is what they have. These are so cute. So you can use it as your bookmark, and then as you're reading the book, if you find a small town secret, you check it off, and then you keep reading, and then there's a hidden room, so you check it off, and it's all in the same book, but then you can move it to your next book if you don't finish the checklist, and then smut checklist. Okay, so that's only a few of the items. Okay, this is so cool. There's so many little goodies in this. All right, this is the Library of Quotes. All right, a collection of 30 library cards with quotes and notes for journaling. Pretty minds read pretty things. Glitter in her veins, stories in her heart. Okay, so these just all are colorful, very thick. Again, that very thick cardstock. Library card with a quote and some icons on it. So I'm just going to go like this and show you all the colors and themes. That's very cute. Okay, next up, washi tape, one of my favorites. Okay, so there are 5 tapes here, and it looks like there might be about 5 meters of tape on each. Let's see. This one has 10 meters of tape, and it is thicker. Yeah, so I think this is probably 5 meters of tape, but I'm not sure. We can check on the site and see what it says. But we have Bookish things. Look at this cute bookshelf washi tape. These will be great for waterfall tabs. So we might include some of those today in the journal for Sharon. And then this one's really tiny. This one might be like 5 millimeters or so. All right, there we go. Those are the washi tapes. Those are very cute. I really like the color scheme on this. Okay. Then there's some different things stuffed into the little packing sleeve for the sticker book. So let's take a look at those and then flip through the stickers. As a reminder, all of this is available today. The timing and info is listed down below, along with my affiliate link and discount code. Oh my gosh, everything just went flying. We're saving it. Okay. Here we go. Got it all. Okay, so we have the normal card that they send when you make an order, plus all these extras. Okay, so we've got vinyl stickers. These are the vinyl stickers. Usually there's a vinyl sticker or 2 included with the thank you card. This is a lot more, so I don't know if all of them would be included when you make an order or if they'll select randomly. I don't know. We'll see. Then let's see, we have some bookmarks. And they have holes punched, so I could get a little tassel and make a little tassel if I wanted to. But that's what these look like. And the backs, so they're like the washi tapes with this side. Super cute. Okay, are these a freebie or are they part of it? A Bookish set of 3. They are for sale. They're not one of the freebies. These are $7.50. So there you go. Just in case you're curious, as we're going through this, since I have prices here, this is $11.50. The tropes and tickets is $10. The Bookish catalog cards, I think that's gonna be this. I think that's $10 as well. No, wait. Tropes and tickets. That's these, $10. The Library of Quotes deck, also $10 though. Okay, then cover and dividers, each $12.50. Fill paper is $26. And then the sticker books, it is a deluxe sticker book, so it's double thick. It's like 60 pages, so that's $40. Okay, all the prices so you can make your wish list and think about what you're gonna get. These must be the freebies. I don't know if all of them will come with each order or just a couple. All right, let's flip through this and then create something really cool for Sharon. So usually there are multiple themes throughout the book. So this is the first one. I love the illustrated style. You can see that this one we had 2 pages of which if we look, we have some things that will work pretty well for Dutch doors on this page. Not everything will work well, but we do have 2 stickers for those, which is great. All right, some quotes, 2 pages for that as well, and then a new theme. Look at the little cat. Sharon loves, the things that she mentioned that she loves are cats, coffee, and books. There's a cat, there's some coffee. Maybe this theme will be great for her. If we can see that there's enough stuff for some Dutch doors. There's another little coffee cup, another little cat. Yeah, I think this one would be great. Flowers are always easy for Dutch doors. So let's think about that one. Oh, I love this. The little books laying down and reading. Look at the notebooks. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. I love these. Okay, this page is starting to come out, but that's okay. I like these girls. This dress is so cute. All right, here is another new theme. I love the bright flowers in this one. The kind of like just whimsical flower shapes, very artistic and not a lot of detail. It's always really fun. All right, then we've got romance, romantasy with the sword and the dragon and the roses. That's cool. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, I love this one for me. Not for Sharon, but for me. Then this one's Pages of Peace, and it's got like birds and these soft pastels and garden tea party kind of vibes. All right, romance stickers. We've got our little pepper, the little lips, enemies to lovers, slow burn book club. All right, here's another theme with darker colors. Very cute. And here's one thriller one. Oh, this is cool. Lead detective access card. Suburban Secrets, Perfect Husband Road, Cold Case Drive. This is cute. Okay, this one is dark romance, is it? And it talks about smut, but also darkness never looked so good. I really love how she's going through all the different themes. So, smells like forced proximity. Super cute. Oh. Wings, wards, and wicked lords. Romantasy is my reality. Throne of books. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. Okay. Enemies to lovers, poisoned by words, checked out by darkness. So many different themes and lots of quotes in those. And then, oh my gosh, this all matches with these. All the tickets, all the keys, 2 pages of that. And then a whole bunch of quotes, more quotes. And then the stickers that do match the tapes. And then a whole bunch of rating stickers. That's great. Spice and stars. And then a reading challenge. And then we've got some of the things that you saw throughout, like these little bookshelves in sticker form. These little pieces. Cool. All right, then we do have some boxes that match the colors you saw in the sticker book. And there we go. That is the massive 60-page sticker book. All right, we're gonna pull things together and get ready for Sharon's journal spread. All right, so this is the notebook that Sharon chose. It is Bonnie's fave, and we got an A5 size for her. And she chose this one because of the things that she told me she loves, which are cats and books. And there's a little coffee cup. So this is the perfect notebook for a matching theme. So I can't wait to get started. So these covers are beautiful. And then, as always, it has a design on the inner cover and then a pocket in the back. And then it's all 160 GSM dot grid paper with 2 bookmarks. Okay, so we are just going to go ahead and jump into this. This is a longer video today with the unboxing and the journal setup. So we are definitely going to use those stickers that we saw earlier, which are these ones. And the one thing that Sharon specified was she wants vertical ones. She doesn't want horizontal or anything like that. So out of these tapes, will any of these work well with this? Honestly, these two work with the color scheme. These do not, because the flowers are way different. I think we could get away with using this one in it for a tab as well. Okay, so we're gonna start with doing some books and things down this way. Or should we start from the back and see how many we can get in? Well, then we won't know how many we can get in. We should start from the front. Let's start from the front. Okay, so we are just going to grab a few things real quick. And by we, I mean me. Okay, things that we can use in the Dutch door, because not every page is the same, right? So we need to make sure we're able to do things. We do have 2 of the florals, so we'll do that for one of the pages. But then we just have these. You know what? I want to look at everything. We're just going to tear out these pages. We'll leave the flowers in for now. Okay, I want to look at them like this. Okay, so this cat and this are mirror images, but this one's slightly smaller than that one, so we're going to put this one on the front side. That'll be a great, like, base piece to this first spread, this first page. So we're going to do it here. It's going to go in further than our Dutch door is, but it's going to be beautiful. Okay, so we need that cat in a minute. I love this coffee cup. We don't really have another quite like it. Do we have anything else circular? This is sort of circular. That would work-ish, as well as we've got these types of things. I think that'll do. So I think we can put one of these on. Then we have a lot of books. While they're not the same, they are stacks. These are similar heights, at least. So are these. These are similar heights. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, we're making just a little collage going up, and I think starting it here will be good. Oh yeah, that's cute. Okay, so already we've got books, cat, and coffee. Okay, so we're gonna use this one, we're gonna use that one, and we're gonna use this. So now we do have 2 magnifying glasses. Those are cute. This one we need to do on this page though, so that it's on this side. So we're just collaging our way up. And none of the florals are symmetrical or mirror images or the exact same image. This one is, but they're not flipped. So we can always play with flowers, cut off the leaves, you know, move things around. But I'm just thinking about what to include. Why don't we just do this one, because this is a nice kind of round-ish one. We'll put the leaf. No, we won't put the leaf poking out. It'll be easier if it's more round. And then we can make things fit in. Okay. Then to go with all that, let's go ahead and do the candlestick, because we have another candlestick. So let's get, no, but this one's bigger, though. This one we'd have to have on the other side. Let's not do the candlestick right now. Let's do this bag with the coffee. I like it. And then that goes all the way up to the top. We'll figure out what can go there. Okay, there is our first thing. There's not as much space right here for writing, of course, which always then I'd use both pages for one day. So that's how I work around that problem. All right, we're using my gyro cut as always, and it's not quite long enough, so I'm going to shift that down. It is nice and fast with practice. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Again, this cat is smaller than that cat by a little bit, so don't expect it to fit perfectly, but it's pretty close. We can lay something in there to kind of fill it out in a minute. Actually, we could just use the sunglasses. Let's wait, see what we need, and then go for it. Okay. Now, that fits in pretty well. There's a little gap there, but let's fill it in with a key. There we go. Okay, now a big book stack. I think we said this one would probably fit pretty well. Now the wheel is the problem. So you know what I'm gonna do? We can always do sticker surgery. I'm just gonna cut, I love the cart, but it doesn't fit. So I'm just gonna cut the card off. And we'll just have a book stack. See, perfect. And then we'll get it as close to the edge as possible, but it fits really nicely. Okay, now we have the magnifying glass, and we can always put something else next to it to fill that out, but again, we just want to get all this part done first. Let's see if we can make this one work. This is kind of the right size, but it's not necessarily the right shape, but actually that'll do, and I'm okay with this layering over the magnifying glass. Okay, now this is the one that we don't have a plan for, so we're just going to figure it out. Just looking at the options we have. Let's try this. Don't love it. It would work, but oh, what about this idea? Oh my gosh. Okay, just ripped a little bit of the page, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at that. Okay, but the leaf is a little bit in the way through the candlestick, so we are going to fix that. So I'm going to trim that bit of the leaf. See if I cut hard enough to pick it up or not. Nope, okay. There we go. Look at that. There's a little bit of the flame that's over the edge, so I'm just going to trim that. And a little bit of the white, or clear edge of the sticker right there. That looks like it was made for that. Okay, that worked really well. Okay, with the magnifying glass, let's put a pen, just so we have something to help fill the gap. And then we need something up here still. Just something small. Nothing big at this point. Just do that. And then we didn't use those sunglasses, so I'm going to put them down at the bottom. And that is our first Dutch door page. How cute. Okay. Next up, let's see if one of the washi tapes will look really nice with this. Okay, because I do want to get the florals in on another page, but it might be nice to have a break. So my question is, do we do this one? Or do we do like 2 of these together for something dark? I think we go with that. So let's try it here. That'll do. Then what does it look like if we put 2 right next to each other to make it like one wider strip? I think that's okay. That'll do. We're going to use that for the front, maybe 1 single strip for the back, just so we're saving some space. But I think it looks good with a big thick line here because of how much this paper goes in and out. And we'll get a little sticker here on this page maybe, or just not bother with it because it's pretty close. Okay. This teal tape is really nice. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a teal background and then a darker like teal green color that's doing all these lines. And it looks really nice. Okay, so we're gonna put 1 layer of this on the back. And I just had a random thought. Any of, okay, let me just trim this and then think through my thought all the way. Okay, do I have anything that matches what we're doing so far in the materials over there? Okay, I didn't lay this down exactly perfectly, so I'm just gonna trim. Want to make it as nice as possible for Sharon. There we go. Okay, all right, so over here, does any of this match that theme? I don't know what types of books Sharon likes, but like this one, the colors match well. The others are all too bright. I really want to make some Dutch doors using some of this stuff. Maybe another video this week, if I can find the time for that. This one, I like the quote, even flowers take time to bloom, and the colors don't not match. They're not perfect matches, but I don't know if Sharon likes romance or smutty books, and the other ones that match are a little smuttier quotes. Okay, so we're gonna just include this as a bookmark for her to match the theme. Okay, because I can't think of a way to actually include it as part of the Dutch doors right now. Because I want to save my idea that I'm having for my Dutch door spread with a very bright spread. Okay, moving on. We're going to do the flowers next, okay? So we have some flowers here, but we also have these flowers, which are all duplicated. Like we have 2 of them. And these aren't perfect, like, ones for Dutch doors, but they're pretty close. Not going to choose that one yet. I think what we're going to do, actually we will choose that one right now. What we're going to do is put down this tape, but put it back here so you won't see it, but it's going to be the line with which we line up our flowers. And then we may keep it, or we may remove it later. Okay, So that way then I can line this up right where I want to. And this one's going to go all the way off the edge because it's such a big sticker. Oh my gosh. And then maybe we should move it over. Let's see how wide this one is. No, this is good. This is great. Okay. Those two stickers take up almost the whole page. What? Okay. Actually, they are going to take up the whole page because I'm going to take this part and spin it. And put it like that. But again, sticker surgery. There we go. I think it's going to look better like that. Just removing a little piece and then we'll put it here. So I don't know. I do like it with this. I don't know how the backside's gonna work. So we are gonna go for it. And then our Dutch door comes out like that. So this is the last page of the Dutch door with how everything's fitting. And this is what that looks like. Oh my God, that's so cute. Okay, so now we are gonna put the tape on the back, and doesn't quite matter exactly where we put this, as long as we're close, because we're going to be trying to make this work because none of this was symmetrical. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. The back side is always the tougher side. It's like the puzzle, and it's never 100% like exact unless you use a sticker designed for Dutch doors. But part of the puzzle is the fun part. Okay, so we are going to try to fit this one in on the bottom here. And that actually will work great. It goes to here. There's a tiny piece and a tiny piece, but I think it's pretty close. We can also grab a little, let's grab this little leaf. Yeah, we'll grab that little leaf. And we're gonna stick it right like that, just so it's like filling that little one. I'm gonna a tiny bit fold it over itself that we don't need. So taking that away. Okay, now we're gonna see if this one works. If it does, magic. If it doesn't, we will have to do some sticker surgery and make things work out. Okay, so this one actually, we're just gonna look at the best places for all these parts. Yeah, this one does not want to work with us right now. So I'm just gonna put it like that. And now I'm gonna look, the hardest part of this one is gonna be getting that. Which was the leaf? I wonder if we could, no, because it's not, we could do sticker surgery to get that. Or do I have, ooh, do I have that exact image here, or is it flipped? Will this work? We could do it like that. We're just gonna make our own little piece here. We can use that in a minute on another area. So we're just gonna fill things in. Okay, so we do want some things to be going this way. So we're gonna go ahead and put that here. At the end, I will trim off all the bits. Okay. And as always, these types of florals, I don't mind things going over each other because It's kind of this watercolory vibe, and it's just all the intermixed kind of flowers, and it just looks like a big garden that's crazy and full. So it works well. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, we do need to fill this now. Do I have something like skinny? I have another one of these that might actually work with the shape. Yeah. Okay. And then let's trim this one really quick. We might be able to take pieces from this sticker and put them in other spots. Okay, this one wanted to not come up as easily. Washi tape stuck to me, you guys. So we will put a sticker there in a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little leaf right there. And then put the flower like that. And then we need a little tiny thing here. Okay, that'll do. I think that's pretty close to what we want, so we're going to trim everything. I trimmed it or tried to trim it, and then the whole sticker like scrunched up. Awesome. Let's try that again. Trying really hard not to cut through the washi tape behind it, and I apparently have not been cutting hard enough. There we go. So trim off all the little bits, and then the big bits over here. Oh my gosh, that looks great. Look at that. Okay, so now we have to do something on the back, which we still do have some stickers that'll work with bookish things. Like, what about this whole scene? What if we put it like right here with the chandelier coming from the top, and then you have that. And then with that sort of vibe, we can just do this guy right here, looking at all the things we have. Who doesn't love a good book stack? We can do another book stack. Okay, and then that's like come all the way down like this. So let's go ahead and use the corner. We'll use the corner florals that we have and just put it down far enough that it's not quite in the way. Just that little stem is coming over the book, and that's great. All these scraps stuck to my scissors, and now stuck to me. here we go. This part. Just the little clear edge of the sticker I need to trim. And now we have the back page collage that is on this. And then usually I like to have something coming down here to cover this area up as well. We haven't used this tape yet, but honestly, the colors don't quite go with everything. So I think what we'll do is go ahead and put this one down, and then also maybe do a layer of the teal with like a little white gap in between. I always think that looks really great when there's that little gap. I think it just looks pretty cool. Then we're gonna make a collage in here as well, and then have useful journaling space over there. Okay. So with this, because we put one of the big scenes in here, let's put this scene in there as well, but we'll put it opposite. So because we put this one up here, we're going to put this one down here. Great. And again, we'll trim once we've got everything in. And then I like this one because we've got that coffee cup again. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that coffee cup gets all the way in. So we'll be cutting about there. Putting this in like that. Perfect. Then we just go ahead and fill. So we should do some florals because the florals are all the way over there. We don't have many florals over here yet. So that'll definitely take up a bit of space. Then I do just really like this one. I love the typewriter. I think it looks great. So we'll go ahead and do it like that. This is a little skinny space. We have a candlestick still. So why don't we fill that? I'm going to use this little floral and kind of make it part of this to fill that gap. Okay, this. What do we do here? Ooh. Here's a little skinny floral. And then we can get something in here that comes off the page that we can trim, like a book. Yeah. Okay. There we go. If you're wondering, when I start a new journal, my first Dutch door spread is always on the back side of the first page, not starting here, just because of the way the binding is. It's always bound a little different right here, and that annoys me, but also I want this whole side to be decorated. This doesn't have dot grid. So, yeah, I always go one page in, and then the first page can be like a single journaling page or an intro page, if there's a very specific use for the journal. So you can explain what your journal's for. All right, there we go. Look at this. That looks so cool. We do need some boxes. So we're going to flip to the back and see what boxes might match, or if we go and grab some boxes from Mojo Jojo Plans. Okay, so the dark green and the peach work, I think, nicely. Well, we're using teal, aren't we, in this? I don't think I want to use the like more olive green with the teal. We could do just peach, but you know, I think I'm just going to use black. That's always a classic and easy to use. And as I mentioned, when it's these really skinny pages, I would usually turn it into 1 and 2 days of journaling instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. And by this point, it would be separate days just because there's a little more space. So if you're using it, something like this for like diary, That's how I would break it out. Okay, I like to use three or so boxes per page when I'm layering them together. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some boxes for like the base one. Let's put this one right up here. I think all the other ones will need skinnier boxes, so we'll go with these. And as I said, right there is where our one little problem area was, so covered it up with a box. When laying my boxes down, I look for organizing them across the page. So that means top to bottom, or like here, let's go left to right. So like this one I put on the inner right side. We're gonna put one on the inner left side as well. I'm gonna offset it a little bit because I don't like them like right next to each other, but this allows them to be there without like getting too much in the way. Let's go this way again. Okay. All right, so now let's get some other sized boxes and start laying things down. I'm gonna make a little pattern here and go like that. That one we're gonna leave alone for a minute. All right, this one I'm gonna put right there and then do the opposite up here. All right, on these, it's gonna be a little different because we've got this big one and nowhere to go. So it's gonna go like that. And this one I'll put down here to pull it this way a little more. Okay. Then this one, I could go down here, but I also, there's this, and I kind of want to fill a little bit more space there. So I'm gonna put this one here to bring that upwards a little bit. Okay, so now we've got 2 on each page other than right there. And we're gonna go to even smaller boxes now, like these ones. And this page, I'm just gonna put this one here and that's it. This one, I am gonna do one like this. We created this stair step, so I wanna continue this stair step. And this one we did a stair step too, so we're gonna do it as well. We have the space here to continue. Do I want to put one here? I don't, because I don't want to cover up that key. That key is so tiny, and I don't want to mess that up. Okay, in these ones, let's put it like this. And this would go over that line. Do I care? If I go over the line, I want it to go out over the red part. Let's see. Okay, it is hidden by the Dutch door, so I'm okay with this. All right. And then right here, let's see. Ooh, that's close to the edge. Let's move it in a little bit. Just so we're not right over that thing, but let's see how it closes. Okay, that's fine. All right, and then one last one right here. Okay, we now have all the boxes done and we have the Dutch doors and front and back page done. The last thing to do is just look at each page and see if there's anything that needs to be added. Like these are very busy. We don't need to add anything in here. But like over here, there's nothing, whereas this is pretty busy. So let's add a sticker or 2 over here just to like pull things together. So I think, I have stickers on me. Get off my thumb. Thank you. I think let's put the little stack of papers there. And then there's this tiny flower. We're going to cut it in half and lay it down next to this, because this space right here would likely not be used. And so we can just fill it with some flowers. There. Okay, so that just adds a little bit coming this way. We could also do it right up there. What do you guys think? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now on this one, again, there's a lot over here, but we need something over here, and we could do something bigger. So let's bring the books back, since we have a lot of flowers over there, and put a whole shelf just above the boxes. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's great. And then this one, while we do have this whole collage going on, this is a little bit of a gap. So we are just going to add one stack of books to fill that little gap so it's not visually odd. And then it's more even. Yeah. Okay. That is great. Oh, this theme is so fun. I love a good coffee books theme. And we have the added little kitties for Sharon. Okay, so we got 2 cats in there. That's something. All right, everyone, here's the final flip through of the spread we created using the new Live, Love, Posh Fiction and Floral sticker book and the washi tapes. These are all available now. This is for Sharon. Sharon, I hope you love this. I can't wait for you to receive it in the mail. All right, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.